Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with the next of my farewell Mega series. We have Mega Aggron being featured right now. Mega Aggron, much like Mega Steelix, is a tank. It can take hits, it can dish them out. Absolutely love this Pokemon with Filter. Obviously the main difference between that and Steelix is a ground type to help against electric types a little bit better, whereas Aggron has a greater ability in Filter and overall is a fantastic Pokemon. So we got this team from my boy Salgor, FightiniumZ, Nasty Platoakis. FightiniumZ helps me power through Pokemon like Mega Steelix and Mega Aggron after boosting. Also at +6 you can help deal with Blissey, I suppose, if you don't want to rely on flinching. Choice Scarf Crocodile gives us some speed control as well as a Pursuit Trapper for Latias, which is our next member. We are running Choice Specs Latias this time, excuse me. I almost called you Latios, sorry. Latias this time with Draco, Psychic, and Surf. Surf hits the Steel types in the tier. Psychic, just strong in general, same thing with Draco. Swords Dance, Life Orb, Scizor with Roost. Mega Aggron with Head Smash, and I love this because prior to Mega Evolving you had Rock Head, and Rock Head means that when you go for Head Smash you don't take recoil. It's also Stab because regular Aggron is part Rock. So it's really cool because it helps you deal with the essential switch-ins to Aggron being Rotom-H and Moltres for the most part. So that's really, really cool. And then last but not least we have a Spinner and Tentacruel. Before we get into this, I just want to say my merch only has 4 days left. I don't know if I'm putting this up on Thursday for Halloween. If I am, happy Halloween. If I'm not, this will go up Friday. No, this will go up Saturday because Friday would be the stuff. So there are probably only 2 days left to pick up my merch if I don't end up putting this up today. If you use code AIM10, you can also get 10% off. Thank you so much, guys. We're almost at 500 sold at the current time. And that's insane to me considering I know the price is a lot higher than my normal stuff, but also because the quality is a lot higher. It's with Champion, right? But yeah, I'll pause it, guys, until we find a battle. We'll be right back. A few games with the team, and it's awesome. It's awesome. My audio didn't record on 2 of them because I had my thing clipped out, which is great. But it was Head Smash is fire. Anyway, in this game, my dude has some straight up offense. Love Scizor in this for Lottie cleaning. I'm super Sharpedo weak, which is something I want to worry about. He's very... me not having Sturdy is annoying in this too. Tentacruel's main role is going to be to rapid spin away the Selgor's hazards, and Druddigon doesn't have a Draco switching either. Yeah, so Selgor from Final Gambit, which is really frustrating considering my Aggron does not have Sturdy. So that's not something I want to deal with necessarily here. Endgame probably comes down to Scizor SDing up or Latias literally dropping a Draco. I can see Togekiss is Zing through the Sharpedo as well, but I want to keep out my Tentacruel. So, leads off with a Selgor, which isn't bad. I'll just Scald. If he Final Gambits, then he doesn't get hazards versus me. And Tentacruel can spin versus quite a few members of the team. He can spin versus quite a few members of the team, so yeah, give me a sec. Trying to get as much Chris is talking about playing. Maybe he'll give you another one. It's okay if he Final Gambits because, like I said, I can spin on Druddigon if I need to. So he only gets a Spike Up, which is fine. I'm not as worried about that little spike. That's not rocks, obviously, so Helikiss doesn't care. A few options he has here are Latias or Darm. I guess he can Flare Blitz me, huh? I get to drop a Draco with this mon, so I don't want to go out to you. You can Earthquake spam too. Honestly, let him take them on from me. I don't see how he stops my Lottie from dropping a Draco at all. I don't see how he stops that at all. So I just click Draco right now. It's gonna take a kill. Obviously, if Darm wants to stay in and take a little bit more damage, I'd be good with that. If Druddigon comes out, great, I get the kill on that. If Latias comes out, that's awesome for me clicking Earthquake for my Crocodile. My Aggron's role is actually to take a hit from the Sharpedo as well, so that's pretty cool. Sharpedo comes out. You better protect, bro. Otherwise, you're going to die. As he doubles, predicting my Togekiss, and I get a beautiful amount off on the Darmanitan. So that's awesome. As I mentioned, that was Latias' main purpose here. And I have Crocodile to stop Infernape. So I'm just going to Draco again, let him Flare Blitz and kill himself. That's completely fine. If he goes Sharpedo, I will get a little bit of chip off on that thing with the Draco as well. Man, I'll get some chip on you too, bro. Like, you guys, you really underestimating Specs Lottie right now. Yeah, Specs Lottie is beautiful. Alright, so we'll get into Togekiss here. Click that Air Slash. Him not seeing an item will make him think I'm Z. Obviously, make him think I'm Scarf. And he'll, when he goes Sharpedo after, I'm going to Z on his Protect, do a good chunk of damage. And Aggron still has its role in the end to help me deal with the Infernape and the, well, Aggron can eat a hit from Infernape, but I can just all out pummeling here. He can't kill me unless he Megas, and he's not going to Mega because he needs a speed boost. So I'll get some nice chip off on the Sharpedo. Did not do it as much as I wanted, I'll be honest, but that's fine. He could just knock me out here with the Ice Fang. Getting young Aggron. I think I'm forced to Head Smash. But Head Smash will KO, and it'll do enough to Infernape that if it SDs in my face, it's going to get bopped by a Bullet Punch. Or if it Nasty Plots in my face, it'll get bopped by a Bullet Punch. Because the only Infernape that's actually a threat is Nasty Plot, Vacuum Wave. Because that'll deal with Crocodile. Otherwise, it doesn't kill me. If he goes for close combat, I literally go Crocodile, I sack it, and I get in Scizor and I roost on. That's it if he's Scarf, that is. So like I said, if he does opt to Nasty Plot up, as long as I hit Head Smash, Aggron puts it in range of Scizor. Look at that Head Smash go. That's a fire move. Absolutely beautiful. This game wasn't as clean as I wanted, but honestly, versus matchup, when my spinner isn't that great. Where is this? Bro, you have one Pokemon. You gotta click it. I guess he's running the Calcs. Let's go it. This boy gotta be running some Calcs. You about to Nasty Plotting up? He just Flare Blitzes. Alright, so like I said, Crook eats that. Knock him out with the Earthquake, and that's a good game. If he's Scarf, he has to crit me to knock me out. Which I doubt he's Scarf, because Darmanitan was Scarf. Yeah, alright, so perfect. Alright guys, we'll pause it until we find another one. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we got another game, and I love my Aggron in this, because I think if I play my cards right, I can bop that Rotom with Head Smash. A few other things. Specs Lottie is beautiful, literally because of its ability to drop a Draco and everything, and also lure in the Sylveon at the same time. So, Nasty Plot Togekiss has a great speed tier, being faster than you. Good for you. Tracheon obviously a giant threat. Endgame Scizor is definitely not really. It just checks these three, but it can't really muscle through these at all. Togekiss is going to be useful for dealing with Aggron, I think dealing with the Volcanion. Specs Lottie, I think, is going to go an incredible long way here. And what I'm actually going to do is use Lottie in an ideal situation because it leads up well versus basically everything besides Sylveon. And I can use that to get an Aggron to then Head Smash, ideally Head Smash Rotom. So we'll see if we can go for that. Maybe go towards an endgame of Togekiss being around, or even Scizor just bullet punching Terrakion and Sylveon to death. His Aggron is going to be the hardest for me to deal with, but all-out pummeling Togekiss, hopefully enough to deal with that. Because Rotom isn't really an answer to Togekiss because it just Volt Switches out, whereas I Nasty Plot on that thing's face. So he leads off with Hydreigon. Obviously, I lead Lottie. He doesn't know if I'm Scarf or not. I'm not sure if he's going to switch himself. If he does switch first, that means that he's Scarf. If not, he opts to go for U-turn, risking me being Scarf to get in his Volcanion. Now, obviously, this mon is a giant threat to me. However, I literally click Psychic here as he Toxics. And I don't care about Hydreigon coming in. Though I can actually make the Tentacruel play, I think. I can afford to make the Tentacruel play because it deals with the... it deals with one of two things. One, it gets rid of the leftovers on Volcanion. And two, it dealt with Hydreigon coming in. Surprised he would have given me this on Volcanion, but I'm completely fine with that. My dude makes a beautiful play of going hard to Terrakion. And this Z-Crush is going to kill something. There's no way I'm going Crocodile on this. That was a beautiful play. So he's just going to Continental Crush here and knock me out. Or Earthquake. which apparently my dude has. Bring out Lottie. Psychic is still free. I wonder if you bring out your Aggron. I'm going to try and make the Aggron play again because I'm trying to catch Sylveon. Dude, I don't understand this mid-ground play at all. I would have bopped the Rotom. What's going on? I'm getting tired of this. Yeah, Voltage out. I'm just head smashing now. Go ahead and Voltage out into Volcanion and see how you like this. Yeah, get the hell out of my sight. See how you like that. So Volcanion is low. Volcanion's low. I even managed to dodge a Steam Eruption, which means I can click Psychic here to knock him out. I was really surprised that the Rotom came out there, but I click Rocks. I don't think he'd go hard Volcanion. I don't think he'd go Rotom either. I think he'd go out to his own Aggron here. If I had Earthquake, I'd click it as well. Terrakion ends up coming out. Rocks mean that I deal with the Volcanion. Again, this Mon is an issue here. All that pummeling can bot me. With this gone and potentially you, this becomes really hard. I gotta get every play right. I do think I have to risk my Crocodile because I cannot risk him going out into what's it called here? So I'm just gonna Earthquake to make sure he's forced to sack Volcanion and can't bring back in the Terrakion. So obviously it does invite in the Hydreigon and allows him to go for U-turn. Dark Pulse or Fire move. We'll get in Scizor, that way it forces in Rotom at least. But it also says Terrakion, stay the hell back. I guess it also forces in Aggron if he wants to go that route. 6.9%, so I don't know if that's necessarily above. And then Lottie's my response here. Perfect, so I'll Surf just in case he's crazy enough to go Aggron, but it also knocks out Rotom if he wants to stay in. But if he's crazy to go Aggron, then I've opened up that door for Scizor already. Because obviously this is super effective on that. Ends up making the Sylveon play. That's fine. Right back out into Aggron we go. I'm staying in the form I am just because of the fact that, one, if Sylveon wishes and doesn't protect, he'll die. Two, this is really tough for him to pivot into right now. So I doubt he'd go for... I doubt he'd double. Yeah. And once again, I'm staying in regular form because I want to use my Rock Head. There's Big Tarak. Okay, I have you low. Surf is good. I believe this is where I sack Crocodile here. Best case for me, he goes for Stone Edge and misses. That's literally it. But CC's guaranteed damage, exactly. Alright, so right back out to Lottie we go now. And once again, this is a free Surf. Just based on what he has. Even if he goes Hydreigon, he takes a nice little hefty chunk. If I catch the Aggron, I can try and do something on him. The other play is potentially going Togekiss here on what should be Hydreigon or Silver. Alright, I'll make the Togekiss play. As opposed to... Because I'm going to Nasty Plot up and I need to pummel through Aggron. That way I have a chance of winning with SD Scizor. Because that's my biggest... I think that's my biggest thing. Yeah, so it gets in Sylveon. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and Nasty Plot here. As he goes for Wish. And I'm actually just going to Aura Sphere immediately in case he tries to go hard Aggron. I actually should have Z'd there because I don't know if this will knock you out. It does knock out Rotom, so that's beautiful. I get rid of the Rotom there. Terrakion comes out and it's going to go for the Crush. But now I just kind of click Surf. I sack my Aggron. I know this thing is choice locked. I sack my Aggron. There's the Crush. That boy 8. I don't even know if I click a CC. I do not. However, this is kind of free for you to click Bullet Punch. Especially because Aggron hasn't Mega Evolved yet, so it doesn't resist this just yet. Yeah, and there's a Sylveon sack. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting because obviously Sylveon being gone means that I actually get damage off guaranteed whenever I bring out Lottie. Now, Aggron could Heavy Slam immediately. Aggron could Heavy Slam immediately. Or it could Fire Punch. I think I have to go off him. If he's Fire Punch, I lose. If he's not Fire Punch, I SD up and I can 1v1 this thing. I go Lottie in case he Fire Punches. As he Earthquakes. Okay, I don't think he's Fire Punch. Which means we can spam Spec Surf, I believe. And I get enough damage off on Aggron to help me with Togekiss. And I believe I SD up. I don't think he wouldn't have went for Earthquake anything. I go for this. I sack Togekiss. Or not, apparently. I think I go Scizor on the Stone Edge. Yeah, because I can just Bullet Punch twice to 2-hit KO Hydreigon and Bullet Punch. I'm Adamant Life Orb, so I should be able to knock out Terrakion too. I cannot believe he made the Rotom play, or the Volt Switch play early on Latias. Like, even if I dropped a Z move there, Rotom was gone. But yeah, we get rid of Terrakion, and all I got to do is Bullet Punch the Scarf Hydreigon. I knew Aggron did so much work in this too. Not only keeping up the rocks, but also bopping the Volcanion right there. This game kind of like threw me off though. I'm glad I won, and I'm glad Aggron was nasty in it too. Head Smash is fire. I wish I bopped the Rotom though. But yeah, getting rid of Volcanion opened up obviously Scizor to do that, and then we don't have to risk missing the Air Slash because I'm able to win right here. Lovely. No go game? Okay, that's fine. I'll be right back, guys, with another game. Got another game. It's also another time later. Not the same day at all. Love you in this. Specs Lottie is beautiful as well. I'm actually... Scizor deals with you and you. I gotta be careful to deal with you. But honestly, Aggron helps me deal with Azelf lead initially. Specs Lottie clicks. How do I beat Stack Attack? Yo, Stack Attack is a monster here. It actually is a monster versus me. And my Aggron doesn't even deal with it. But I go Aggron lead to deal with Azelf and then go towards an endgame of maybe Scizor cleaning up. It's tough because this is hard. This is a hard matchup. Like for Aggron anyway. But yeah, I Mega Evolve there just to get the most out of my Heavy Slam and my overall bulk. And again, I'll just do this again. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. So, I mean, obviously Stack Attacker could come out if it wants to, but he's not going to make the Stack Attacker play. You aren't the biggest of threats, and I believe Tentacruel will eat your hit no matter what. I think I'll eat every hit no matter what. Dude, if Tentacruel dies to the Z move, that just proves Z moves are stupid broken. So, unfortunately, I end up down in that situation, but at least he has no Earthquake switch-ins left, so I'm actually going to Spec Surf here. Hello? Hi. I'm going to Spec Surf here because it gets Cobalion in range of my Crocodile. Thank you. Thank you for being a big fan. And there's no way this thing died, man. Cobalion not that strong. Small, way too weak. 81 to 96. Yeah, I was out of range. I was out of range. Well, he could have gotten the highest roll possible. But if I spun, this would have been better for me here. But we get rid of Cobalion. Again, Scizor looking all right with these three. It's just the Stack Attacker, which is why I had to make this play. And I have to be really careful about Stack Attack in general. The good thing is Togekiss is also pretty nice with Nasty Fly and Air Slash. And Earthquake is just looking beautiful too. Earthquake just looks amazing. So I give up Beedrill here. I give up Latias to Beedrill here. I click Earthquake. Obviously, Kyurem and Starmie both eat. Don't get me wrong, they both eat for sure. Huh. Are you Colbert? Because I do not want to give this to you. If I let this take damage, I'm going to lose a Stack Attacker. Stack Attacker going to beat me down anyway, isn't it? And I'm about to lose to Kyurem too. How do I, what's the best way to do this? If I get in Crook and click knock, I can still bullet punch him. Okay, I'm sorry. I was preparing for that to be Cobra Berry. I'm so sorry. I was legitimately preparing for that to be Cobra Berry. I didn't expect for that to happen the way it did. Togekiss is the most expendable, but ideally he U-turns out to Stack Attacker as opposed to Kyurem. Oh my gosh, okay. Perfect. Okay, so great. So we made it that we didn't lose Stack Attacker, and now all I gotta do is click Bullet Punch with my Scizor a couple times, and I win the game. So we'll just Air Slash you. He can do whatever he wants. Poison Jabs to knock me out. Go Scizor, I click that BP, Life Orb Technician, and I still have Aggron in the back, and I'm gonna head smash that Kyurem after this thing goes down. I'm gonna head smash that Kyurem. It could be Specs, but that's the great thing about all-out pummeling Togekiss too. People don't be expecting that. Goes for the Hidden Power Fire. I'm bringing out young Aggron. Clicking this head smash like a man. Good game. Hey, that's head smash Aggron. All right. So we'll pause. I should never reveal that because just in case we play later and that comes down, and he has like a Rotom-H or a Volcanion like every other person has on the ladder. I should never reveal that, but yeah, I'll pause until we find another game, guys. We'll be right back. So I'm gonna be honest, I forgot Mew was in this tier. Anyway, wow, it's crazy how bad of a matchup this looks like for Scizor, but how crazy Scizor's Bullet Punch still does work. It looks like Tailwind straight up offense, right, with spikes and whatnot. In this type of game, I'm prepared to lose. The one thing that is going for me is that his main psychic resist is Mew. The bad thing is it's a Mew as well. So like I don't know how to beat Mew, like specifically. I haven't played Mew and UU at all. So, which is sad because I really did want to use it. It's the end of the generation, man. We got like 14 days less, whatever, till Sword and Shield. Bullet Punch is good versus you. About 40% to you. 2 AK on you easily. About 40% to you, and still takes about 30% to you. So, my main concern is that a Selgor lead being like a Final Gambit Bug Buzz set, which has a good matchup versus everything. It either Final Gambit takes something, or it can Bug Buzz Crocodile, which is the only mon I have faster than it. So, which is why I'm leaning towards Scizor to just click Bullet Punch, because like I said, even though he does have a million resist, they're Pokemon that are relatively frail. So Scizor can just click it a couple times, but also stop me from losing a mon to Final Gambit. Though it could be HP Fire. Aggron's roll. Head Smash is kind of nice. Head Smash kind of nice, man. Even Heavy Slam's good, so maybe I'll be able to weaken Mew. Obviously, Genesis Supernova is not allowed in the tier, but I don't know what type of Mew it is. If it has Taunt and it's a Stall Breaker, it can beat my Togekiss. If it's a Nasty Plot set, I drop a Draco. Like, Psychic from Latias is beautiful in this game, too, but so is Draco if I get rid of Whimsicott. So, we're going to go with Scizor early on an expected Selgor, exactly, and we're just going to BP the hell out of him. Luckily, it doesn't even activate Unburden or anything. If he could have, like I said, he could have had the Hidden Power Fire there, but we get rid of a Selgor and also his main hazard. If he goes Infernape, I go Tentacruel. Unfortunately, he goes out into Darmanitan, which is a Pokemon that says, hey, I know you have a lot of Pokemon that you like, and I'm going to take them from you. In this type of game, I don't think Tentacruel, like as much as I love spinning, I don't think it's going to be... Hold up. I clicked Scald just in case that it wasn't a roll. Yeah, so not exactly what I wanted, but I can bring out Latias and we click Psychic here. Ideally catching Whimsicott as he ends up going Mew. Good lord, man, that took it like it was a Salt Vest or something. It might be Stall Breakers for death. It might be. I'm just gonna Air Slash. I'm literally going to Air Slash. I don't know how to predict around Mew, and honestly, it's a threat. Okay, we're going to plot here, and then go for all-out pummeling into Manectric. Assuming he doesn't have U-turn, that is. I want to all-out pummeling. If he goes main, I'll kill it. Or he could just stay in and go for taunt. Alright, so he's a Stall Breaker set. However, he gave me a lot of damage on Mew. And this is his Psychic Resist. Had he gone main there, which is what I was expecting, Manectric, I would have been able to knock it out. But it is a Stall Breaker Spadef Mew without recovery, though. So I actually lose nothing by going for Aura Sphere every other turn, because he can't do any damage to me. Yo, actually, I got a crit. Maybe this will do 11 instead of 12. Yeah, I got a crit, so he's 2 KO'd. But at least he has no Psychic immunity, and Earthquake is still looking pretty good. You can go ahead and take this Darmanitan from me. I didn't want to play this Pokemon game anyway. Latias comes out. A cool thing is also Head Smash is going to be really nice. And like I said, that Earthquake is going to be beautiful. But we bring out you. Click that Psychic. I'll bring out Aggron now. And I'm actually going to click Rocks with Aggron just to wear down Manectric. Because again, that Bullet Punch is looking beautiful. Take that Seed. I don't care. What if he sub-Seed on this type of build? That'd be very annoying. Alright, he just Moonblasts. If I'm him, I click Encore if I have it, and I'll keep Aggron as just a sack, just to make sure he can't bring this in. Because again, Earthquake is my way of winning this game now. Exactly. And I'm just gonna click Bug Bite as opposed to clicking Bullet Punch, because I'll knock out Whimsicott anyway, or not. I just BP'd. I thought it would die. But I'm like trying to catch Manectric because I need a little bit of chip on it to kill it with -1. Bro, oh thank you. what a friend. Yo, that's amazing. Like I know rocks were good obviously for me, but that's amazing too. That's sick. And I get some damage off on Manectric. He's trying to save the Intimidate for my Crocodile, but that's amazing, man. That actually is amazing. That's so good because that's in range of -1 Earthquake. Do I Pursuit here? Or does he Sewer Power versus U-turn? Because if I Pursue any U-turns, I think I kill him. Which means that I can click Psychic with Latias. What am I looking at? Darmanitan. Can you not get this Choice Band Beast out of my... Why is this thing in my face? Oh my gosh. Yo, activate Intimidate, please. What the hell's wrong with you? 27 times 2. Okay. I'm doing it. Has he just... Okay, this is still close to killing. That's an... Oh my god, I got the roll. Perfect. So, Infernape is not a problem. I got what I needed. Ape isn't a problem. He decided to defog with Whimsicott, which was so odd. As he Flare Blitzes there. Literally does not matter. I just sacked this. I got the got this in the back, and I just go right out into Specs Lottie and click Psychic. Even if this is Scarfape, that doesn't matter. I'll kill Lottie. I'll kill your Manectric, which I can't talk. This dude had the double fire core. Double Scarf Fire, man. Double Scarf random taunt Mew Mega Manectric. This is some weird. And then a random Whimsicott that defogged away the hazards that he had. This was such an odd game, man. That was so weird. Where am I on the ladder? Hold up. I think I'm relatively high up on the ladder. I played a bunch of games with this team too. Some the other day when I was not recording. Some... Well, I forgot to record audio. So I did an actual live with this team. No audio. My name isn't Aggron. Oh, I'm actually decently high up. I'm 87, 1631. It's not bad. Is that where I am now? That game was weird. Anyway, overall thoughts on Mega Aggron. We did get a lot of matchups where I think this Aggron did better not Mega Evolving than it usually is supposed to. Like just regular Mega Evolving. But Head Smash Aggron is such a cool tech. I absolutely love what a Selgor gave me. And the Fire Punch is basically necessary for Scizor while also doing damage to Cobalion and stuff like that. And then the Heavy Slam is our stab. I love the EV spread. I think that this team would have benefited a little bit more from having T-Spikes over Haze on Tentacruel. Do I have time for one more? This is 8 minutes. How much is this? I'm going to Bryant Park today. I don't think I have time for one more. Damn. Let me try. Okay, I'll pause it. We'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. So we have a game, and Gengar is a really big threat offensively. Tentacruel can knock off plus Skull to help spin. It doesn't spin that badly here. Actually, it's a good switch into Primarina as well, as long as it doesn't click Psychic. Aerodactyl is very scary, and I'm thinking it's Rock Celebi plus Mega Aerodactyl. I gotta keep in mind that's most likely a Mega Aerodactyl. Cobalion, Celebi, Arrow, Rotom, Primarina, and Gengar. Scizor deals with you, potentially you, and potentially you. Crocodile checks you. Can check you, can check you, can check. Crocodile definitely the man in this. Hopefully I can play it alright. Aggron has potential to be beautiful if I can head smash that Rotom, which I'm going to try and go for. Tentacruel guards against freaking Javan. Tentacruel prevents Primarina from clicking Scald and Moonblast for free the entire time. And the biggest thing I think is going to be the fact that Latias can click moves. Like Psychic. Spec Psychic is going to be incredible here. So I want to have a good lead versus the majority of my opponent's team. And I think that Latias is that lead. As they end up leading off with Rotom. And I'm just going to drop a Draco here. Go for that Specs Draco. If I get a huge hit off on Rotom, beautiful. The big thing is that Psychic actually hits the majority of my opponent's team harder, but I don't want them pivoting into Celebi for free. If they go Primarina, I can deal with the Tentacruel. And if they go for Psychic, I can obviously pivot into Aggron. So I have options. But they get a nice Primarina play there. We're going to get in Tentacruel here. As I mentioned, it's my main switch in. Had I clicked Psychic, I got beautiful damage off on Primarina, but that damage was just worth, man, in my opinion. Now this is one of my Gengar checks, but you don't. This is a game of poke. You don't really switch in too well to Primarina, man, especially when it's specs like my opponent's is. So we'll throw off a Psychic, Scald, excuse me. If I burn Primarina, awesome. Help Psychic to a KO, even if it's a bulky set. That looks specs. 32% is a lot. I'm a Tentacruel. Hard Aerodactyl for some reason was not punished, unfortunately, but it's so tempting to tank the Earthquake if I can and to knock him out, just because Aerodactyl is a threat to Togekiss. I mean, he has multiple threats to Togekiss, but speed-wise, it's also a threat to Latias, whereas Latias outspeeds or speed ties with Gengar. So it's so tempting, especially because I don't really switch into this mon that well anyway. Aerodactyl, just want to make sure Earthquake doesn't KO me. 76 to 89%. All right, that's high enough. That's definitely high enough. We'll go Crook on that as he goes for that Earthquake. And if I pursue and knock him out, he'll get in Cobalion, which will open up my Latias. If he roost, that'll be annoying. The last thing he's going to do is, if he roost, I can get an Aggron. I'm going to pursue here. Actually, it does not guarantee a kill. Oh, 36 to 43. Nice. We're going to pursue because not guarantees a kill on Aerodactyl. And Aerodactyl is valuable in this game because of Togekiss. Then again, it's not that valuable. I'm a knock. Yeah, Aerodactyl is like after like reassessing it, I was gonna say it's valuable because of Togekiss, but it's not. It's not. He has a million checks to Togekiss. So perfect. I'm glad I changed up Pursuit versus that. Maybe if he went for Roost, it could have been more annoying, but I got to play right versus Arrow, and Arrow didn't get much damage off of my team. I don't think Arrow should have came out, period. But we'll once again bring in Lottie. This could be the Rocker or the Zmon. We already know that Lottie is super bulky, so I should be able to take most hits. And we get to click Spec Psychic and do some damage. Crocodile is looking even better now than it was before, just with Aerodactyl gone. I'm just going to click Spec Psychic here. This puts you in range of Scizor, which is looking, again, way better. Togekiss is still Celebi. It's still good versus Celebi. Alright, we sack Tentacruel and just BP. We actually forced this guy to use his Z move on a 40% Tentacruel. Granted, my Primarina switch-ins obviously become very limited, but Togekiss is also a little bit hard for my opponent to switch into, considering Rotom has to Volt Switch. So that's air slash damage on Gengar. That's air slash damage on Primarina. That's basically Celebi. That's it. That's all. Yeah, I named this Pokemon that he's gonna have left in that position. So he CCs, which does take me out. Scizor and Bullet Punch, nothing to predict here. We get rid of Cobalion, which is going to open up Aggron as well, man. If I can head smash that Rotom, if I get the head smash off on Rotom, God, Aggron's gonna look so good. Aggron's gonna look beautiful. Now, it could be Scarf Gengar, which is something I want to worry about, because I don't want to lose to that, but there's not a lot of moves Gengar can lock itself into here. I have a Latias. I'm gonna Bug Bite. If he overheats, so be it. As much as I like it, but like, because if he Volt Switches here, I get to Bug Bite either Gengar to put it in range of Bullet Punch, I Bug Bite Celebi to kill it, and if he goes for anything else, I get in my Mon. Exactly. I get in my Lati now. So I get in my Lati, I click Spec Psychic to do a ton to the Primarina, or to do a ton to Rotom. That's fine too. As he gets the Celebi play right. Please don't be Earth Power. Because I want to end this with Lati as well. I'm gonna Head Smash. I think I Head Smash. Come on, go Rotom. Go Rotom. Go Rotom. It doesn't matter what you go at this point. This is a Head Smash. If he goes Rotom, he's gonna die. Primarina's gonna take a ton. Yo, that was... that's so aggravating, man. That is so aggravating. Because that Mon would have taken 1,000,000 damage. If I rocks up, I can... Well, I have to Heavy Slam here now. He's forced to go for Hydro Pump. Luckily, I survive it. Okay. See if you dodge. As you don't. Very unfortunate. You can go ahead into Crocodile and click Knockoff. That really sucks that I missed on the... that really sucks that I missed on the Head Smash initially, because I could have taken the hit after and gotten rid of Primarina, period. Obviously, his Dark Resist doesn't exist, but he still has a Gengar and a few other Pokemon that are just threats in general. I can drop a Draco now, which makes this a lot less scary. Being able to drop a Draco now is awesome. Just it being Scarf Gar is problematic too. Togekiss can still get Air Slash damage off and can Roost and get it off. Man, that was like not the Head Smash to miss, because if I hit that Head Smash, I could afford to get Rocks up the next turn because I put Primarina in range of Psychic, so he couldn't switch in again. And getting up Rocks obviously would chip away at Rotom, Celebi, and whatnot. Be good. Now this endgame is going to be a little bit iffy now, especially depending on how he plays his Rotom. Alright, he goes for Toxic immediately. We'll drop a Specs Draco as he goes Celebi. Ooh, big damage. Much love. Go ahead and give me that. Make it so I can click Surf. Shoot, make it so I can click Surf. As long as I have these two alive, I shouldn't lose to Gengar either. And he gives me Celebi too. Awesome. This is the part where it gets iffy. Do I Pursuit on Gengar versus knocking it off? I'm pretty sure it's Choice Scarf. That depends on what he goes with Rotom, but if I keep Latias alive plus Crocodile, he shouldn't be able to click one hit. Yeah, he goes Rotom now. So I think I just sack this. I think it's Scarf Gar, and I'm gonna have to get a play right. That's literally it. I think it's Scarf Gar. I'm gonna have to get a play right. But here, the good thing is he kind of is in a situation where, all right, well, what do you do? Do you click Focus Blast, which will not KO? Do I get in this? Do I get to Air Slash on your Rotom coming in? Should I Roost on the Rotom as well? Like if Rotom comes out, is it better for me to Roost? It was not better for me to Roost, I'll tell you that much. It was hella not better for me to Roost. And he was Life Orb, which is so perfect. Yes. Okay. Because I believe that means I Pursue guarantee KOs, and I just click Surf and win the game. The Pursuit is just out of range. It's just in range. Perfect. Give me that. I could have Stone Edge too, but no. He gets to disable on me, but I don't think that matters just because I'm Specs Lati, and he's forced to click over here, or he can click Toxic. I guess he can click Toxic. Oh, I got a crit with Struggle, which is actually really good. Because, I mean, I just clicked Spec Surf to win. So, again, that Head Smash miss kind of sucked. But now he is in range of the Spec Surf. And that is good game. Hey, your boy managed to do it. We managed to do it. Don't even have to worry about missing. him giving me arrow was crazy. Good game. Again, really wish Aggron hit that attack, but the fact that it survived Specs Hydro Pump was so big, as I was able to put Primarina in range of literally everything. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed Mega Aggron. Very much going to miss this Mon a lot. Fantastic Mon. Clicking Head Smash was so fun his entire life when I actually connected. Also, like I said, guys, if you want to pick up my championship merch, by the time this goes up, there will only be 2 days left. You can get 10% off with code 10. This is never coming back. Over 500 already sold. Much love either way. I will see you guys next time, though. Goodbye, my friends.